Are you looking for homes online or on the internet and you come across a house that is like, wow, that's a great price. And then you keep reading a little farther down and you see that it says on leased land. And you wonder, well, what does that mean? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, my name is Carol Darrow and I am a realtor with Destination Havasu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I talk about Lake Havasu City. I talk about things that you need to do while you're here and maybe things to avoid. I also talk about real estate, what you need to know about buying or selling homes here in Lake Havasu City. If this is the channel that you've been looking for, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you're reminded every time I have a new video. Hi, today I am going to talk about leased land and how it affects you. When you're looking for homes online, it should be very plain and very clear and easy to read that the property is on leased land. Sometimes it's not very clear and doesn't stand out, but for the most part it does. And in Lake Havasu, we have just a small handful of communities that are on leased land, and I know down in Parker they have a few as well. Leased land is where someone else owns the land. Here in Havasu, it's usually the state or a government entity, and the owner allows you to rent the land and might allow you to put a park model or a manufactured home on the land for a lease or a rent fee. Now the owner will allow you to put either a park model or a manufactured home, sometimes even a stick-built home on their land. And so you own the house, but you rent the land. You need to be careful when reading the lease agreement. Know what the lease includes and what it doesn't include. Know when the lease is up. Most of the leases that I've come across are usually 30-year leases. Now, it depends on when you're buying into it. It doesn't start over every time someone new comes in. So you may buy into it and it's a 30-year lease and it's 5 years in. So you only have 25 years in this lease. Or it's 20 years into the lease and you only have 10 years left. So really read and know what the lease agreement says. Another thing to be aware of is most conventional lenders will not loan on a property that's on leased land. Now, I did hear of a lender here in town that was loaning on leased land. I personally haven't worked with that lender and I don't know a whole lot about it. But for the most part, when you come across a property that's for sale on leased land, you'll have to pay cash, or maybe the owner will carry the note. Here in Lake Havasu, some of the few communities that are on leased land is Crazy Horse Campground, Beachcombers RV Resort, Sam's Beachcombers RV Resort, and the Islander Beachcombers Resort. Now, I know there are a few other not on the island, more on London Bridge Road, but I cannot think of what those names are today. When buying a house or a park model or a manufactured home on leased land, it is not the same as buying a home with the land. The land doesn't transfer. You never own the land, but you do own the manufactured home or the park model. And that title to the manufactured home or park model is transferred through the MVD. So it's a little different and it has a couple extra steps. I recommend that you work with an agent who has done this a few times and a title company that knows exactly how it needs to be done and the paperwork that it needs to be filled out. There's different paperwork. So be sure to not only research the lease and the land, but to research your real estate agent as well and to make sure that they are familiar with this process. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions about leased land or about real estate in general or about Lake Havasu, please leave me a comment below. I will answer your questions and comments, And be sure to hit the subscription button and the bell so you're reminded every time I have a new video, which is every Thursday. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next week.